Hello friends, this is Tonton from State 948. Let's talk about VIP points today. How to increase your VIP, what are the things to consider. You know, that VIP is very important. It's usually a big focus early, at the early stage of the game, and then it kind of becomes something you do routinely. And at the end of the day, it's all about gem management. So we'll talk about gem management, but we'll talk about as well spending a bit and, what you should do with VIP. So VIP point, you start level 1, and the more level you unlock, but you all know that, you get more and more rewards, right? So the first level, you don't even have a book, you don't even have shards, you just have the books, and every time you unlock a level, you can buy as well a pack as well. So you can max Natalia and you can max Geronimo, and that's the only two space you can buy these shards. Geronimo you can win during all of Chief Gen 1 as well. So slowly it increases, right? Then you start to get purple. And that's where it starts to be really important is VIP 7, right? So one of your main goals when you're a new player, this will be to go to VIP 7. Because purple shard, they will help you a bit at the beginning to get Sergei, to get Jesse, to get heroes like that. But then all the secondary heroes, you can take your time to mark them. It's not really important, right? Jesse, you want her 4 stars. Patrick, you want him 4 stars, things like that. So level 7 is very important because you start to get a mythic shard, and that's where the good stuff is, right? Then the next one that you really care about, you want VIP 6, for the extra march queue, right? So that's really important. But basically at that stage, you get one squad. So one squad is a troop. Squad is what they give the name for squad. That's, these 8 things you can unlock at some point. So you get more of that with VIP points, but that's not too important. Early days, you will get enough. The march queue. So first, target is level 6 to get the march queue as soon as you can. Then level 7, and then you start to be good with VIP points. Then the next milestone will be 9 to get 2 shards a day, but that takes a lot more. Then 10, it starts to be great because you get you get attack, you get defense from VIP 9, so it starts to be really good. You can see the number here. I'm 11, but you can see the number here, by the way. And then VIP 11, and you start to be good because you get health, and VIP 12. Just to give you an idea about the VIP points, right? And you can find some graphics. VIP points, I'll put it while we Whiteout Survival. While we do that, I'll show you the numbers quickly. But when you are VIP 11, you are halfway through VIP. So going from through VIP 12. So going from 1 to 11 is as much point as going to 11 to 12, basically. So let me put it here, and then I'll share it with you. Did not plan to do that, but I think it will be helpful. So let's do that, and let's do Reddit. Let's show. Okay, so VIP 1, you are VIP 1 directly, right? Then VIP 2, you need 2,500, then 5,000, then 12,500, then 30,000. So you see it increase a lot, right? And then it really starts to slow down when you are VIP 8, because to go to VIP 7, from 7 to 8, you need 100,000, and then you need 350,000. So that's a lot, 350,000. Then it's 600,000. So it starts to really, really be a lot when it's slow. VIP 8, you can get there quite quickly at the free-to-play. Then to go to VIP 9 will be your main milestone. So if and then 12. So basically here, it's roughly 1.2 million points, right? So that's a quarter. To get to VIP 10, you need to do a quarter for the total you need. So then you have another quarter, so you have 25%. So that's 50%. Oh, you don't see my mouse. So up to VIP 10, that's actually 25% of the total of the VIP points you need to be VIP 12. That's another 25%, and that's another 50%. So that's kind of how it works, basically. So, but it's a small thing to know. So, but yeah, you go into VIP 8, then we say it's very easy. and you get 2 squads, you get 1 march queue, you get some resources, you get some storming capacity, you get construction speed. Unlocking construction speed, which is VIP 4, is important early days as well, right? But you will want to rush to VIP 6 for the marching queue. That will be the one of the first thing you do. You will have, when you start the game, you will have to balance to do gems on the wheel for Zinman. And nearly everything else you will want to put in the VIP. And I'll talk about gem management in a bit, but you will want to put everything in VIP. And then, you know, VIP 9 is very interesting because you get more. Then the next one that is really interesting is VIP 11. 10 is not that good, nothing much, you know. Not many things are changing. And then VIP 12, of course, is a big milestone. But you get 6 shards, like I was talking to some people the other day. Basically, VIP 12 to rush VIP 12 in the first 3 months of the game, it's like $20,000, right? $20,000, maybe $15,000 if you spend a lot of your gems into VIP and you buy a lot of €5 pack. But that's kind of how much it costs to rush to VIP 12. For me, I've been playing for over a year and a half, so I'm not at 50, you know, I'm not at 50k spent at all, right? You know, because I spend most of my gem on VIP basically. So that's kind of the VIP. And you get the VIP points. You have 2 ways to get VIP points, right? Either you convert gems for these VIP points, or you buy packs. And most of the packs, they give you VIP points and gems, right? So this one do not have gems. So if you care to upgrade your VIP, packs that give you gems and VIP points are the best. You see, this one is giving you VIP points, but no packs. If you buy Mirai Fortune, let's say, you have gems, but you don't have VIP points. So see, like, that's why when I say it costs 20k roughly, it could be 22k, it could be 15k if you take it a bit slower, and if you buy better packs for VIP points, you know, it varies, right? What you can do. See here, you get gems and VIP points. So 2 gems is 1 VIP point. So when you buy let's do a €5. Here you have no gems. So here you have gems as well, right? So when you do a $5 pack, €6 pack, you get 2.5k points. And you get, if you use the gems, then you get another half of that. So 1,250. So that's 3,750 points. VIP points if you burn all it all. That's why. And then, you know, if you buy, let me show you quickly about packs. We said there are VIP points here or not? I forgot. No, there is gems. So see, if you buy a €6 pack, so $5, you get 2.5k. But if you buy a €12, so $10 pack, you get 4k instead of 5k. So already on a 10 to 12, you know, $euro pack, you get you lose 20% basically of what you would have got. So you got 4k instead of 5k. So that's a lot. And on bigger packs, you know, the bigger the pack, the less VIP points you have. The gems usually stay the same. So when it comes to buy packs, if you care about VIP points, the best thing is a lot of small $1, $3, $2, $3, $5 packs with VIP point and gem. That will help you the most. So that's mostly for packs. There are no, you know, there are no like packs that are good for just VIP points. You know, you can buy some packs with a lot of gems that I bought in the past. So, you know, things that give you only gems. This is not good. That's not good enough. You should not buy these. Their value is very, very small. Even if it double the gems on the first purchase, right? It's not very good. So there is no VIP point kind of pack. The only one that really helps you with VIP points is, I talked about it yesterday, is the ultra value monthly card, because you get gems daily, plus gems when you buy, plus you get VIP points every day, so 200. So, you know, it's a 30-day card, so that's 6,000 points plus the gems, right? And plus you get your VIP active, so basically you need to spend gems or to buy the pack to the ultra monthly value card to have your VIP active. These buffs are only active if you get your VIP active, right? And the best deal here is definitely 10,000 gems for 30 days. So if you are free to play, you don't buy the ultra monthly, you have to use 10,000 gems every month, and you know, you can do that when you have Alliance mobilization with some of these missions. You can do that during Alliance Showdown, during seasonal event, on days where you basically get a reward for the gems. So if someone is at, want a buff, but I'm recording, so they'll wait. And you could do what I will suggest to do if you can afford it, for example, is to take, let's say it's Alliance mobilization, right? You take a 10,000 gem mission and then you do it if you need to, but maybe it's better, to do like if you're really care to rank, then maybe you do that and you charge up for 150 days and you go with 50,000 gems basically. So you take 150 days. You could load up on either seasonal events, because you will get something for your gems, or make point in Alliance mobilization and rank either for your Alliance or for yourself. But that's not the important part. Let's talk about the important part now. It's gem management. It's all about gem management. So what should you use your gems on? Because most of what you will convert, like you can get in the shop, if you refresh your nomadic merchant every day, you will get 10 points of VIP at a discount for gems. So you might get 10 points of VIP for 19, 18, 17, 16 or 15 gems. But that's peanuts. That's literally peanuts. It does not give you much. Do it, of course, because you can get teleports and you can get a lot of things from here. But you cannot... It's not going to change the world. It's not going to be very important for you. So that's something to consider. And there are nothing in this shop that give you VIP points, right? There is nothing here. So it's all about gem management. So what you should not do with your gem. With your gem, you should not use to finish buildings. You should not use to finish troops. You shouldn't use gems to speed up time. That's the only exception could be like if you need a little help to get to Furnace 30 ASAP, but that's gonna bite you back in the butt so bad. Like your gems are meant for a few things. They are meant for spinning the lucky wheel on Olaf Chief when you start the game, King of Icefield later, or SVS prep phase later when it replaces King of Icefield. So you want to spin the wheel. Basically, if you want a hero to be 4-star within one generation, you have to spin at least 70 times per event, so every 2 weeks. If you want a hero that's 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 stars, you will have to spend one time 120 times. You have to spin, 120 times one event, and the next one 70. So my suggestion will be SVS preparation phase, you spin 120 to support your state. King of Icefield, you spin 70. SVS prep phase, you spin 120. And you do that for the whole generation, and you should get close to 2.3, 2.4 stars, maybe 2.2 if you're a bit unlucky or if the generation is shorter. If you want to max out a hero, like I'm about to do next week with René, so next I have one shard and I will get in average 180 per event where I spin 120 times, so I will miss either nothing if I'm a bit lucky, and if I'm not lucky, I'll miss 30, 40, 50 shards I'll have to put off my own pocket. And then we should have Gen 7. And I spin the wheel 120 times every time. So that's what you have to do. Why am I talking about that? Because if you spin 120 times and you are not a spender on every event to get your heroes to 5 star, which is what I do on my farm. Like I have a second account. And it's exactly what I do on my farm. I'm in one of the strongest alliance of the States. We have a lot of spenders, so you get gems from, people buying packs. So you get gems here, and sometimes you get gems from people buying packs, right? So not much lately, but yeah, actually not at all lately. But you could get gems when people are buying packs. So that's being in an active alliance will really, really, really help you, basically. But if you spin 120 times, at some point you will be, and you will just have enough to spin the wheel, more or less, basically. You won't have enough to buy buffs, you won't have enough to buy teleports, you won't have enough to increase your VIP point, or very, very little. So that's a balance you have to, if you are truly free to play and you don't spend on the game at all, going for 5-star on the lucky wheel, it might be a bit too much, because you will kind of be stuck in a situation where you get stronger heroes, but you cannot progress your VIP. And if you don't spend gems, you will never be VIP 9, or, you get 500 per day, right? So if that was, it was 3050 points to get to level 9 from level 8, right? If I divide by 500, it's 700 days. So if you just use your VIP points from here that you get for free every day by you login, you nearly need to log for 2 years to go from VIP 8 to VIP 9. So you have to spend gems. You have to spend a lot of gems, and most of your VIP points will come from gems. And if you're a tiny, medium, low spenders, some of it will come from your pack and the extra gems. So that's something to understand. If you spin the wheel 120 times, no gems left nearly to put in VIP points. So that's where you might want to spin 120 times or 70 times and either do one of the two variations I gave you. That's why noticeably, that's a word, that if you look at my heroes, which is hard to see anymore because the game gave me free shard after that, but for Gen 1, so Zinman is 4-star. I stopped spinning the wheel when he was 4-star. You just get shards, from Fortress, Strongholds, not Strongholds, but Fortresses and stuff. Flint was 4 stars, and I got gems from shards from Intel Mission. I got Mia to 4-star, and same I got shards from Intel Mission. So I skipped going to 5 stars in Gen 1, 2, 3, so I could focus on my VIP points. And now that I focus on my VIP point and I reached, I was VIP 9 or 10 at the time of Gen 3, then I started to go Gen 4, so with Lean, I started to spin 120 times on every heroes to max them. So I wanted to be more powerful, and I was okay with going slower on my VIP points, my VIP levels basically. So that's a choice you have to make. Either you get stronger heroes, or you get more gems for the VIP points. Where else do you spend gems? Nowhere else, basically, more or less. I'm kind of exaggerating, but nearly nowhere else, and that's my suggestion. What I buy with gems, I buy the stamina. And I suggest everyone does that because that's a lot of points for SVS if you buy cans with the Ultra monthly value card. And if you don't as a free-to-play, you will want to complete your mercenary prestige and events that gives a lot of rewards for stamina. So you will want to buy that every time. You don't want to think. You want to buy. The only other thing I'm buying is extra XP component because I care about arena and I want to be either not to be behind from whales or ahead of people that, are spending as much as me. So that's the only other thing I'm buying. My gems, I'm only spending a tiny bit then as well on SVS battle for the castle battle to speed up my reinforcements, to time my reinforcement between double and triple rally. So I spend a few thousand gems on that event. And that's it. That's really it. That's all my gem management. So how do I play that way, right? One of the big source of gems is people wanting to catch up, and they are using it on rarely for troops, but sometimes train troops with gems. Some people finish buildings or finish research. That you should not do. If you're a beginner and you are still early days, keep your gems for something else. Do not get into the habit of speeding things up with gems. You're gonna miss out on the lucky wheel. You won't gonna have Zinman, and guess what Zinman is doing when you are Gen 1? Reducing cost down, so less resources per building, not fire crystal though, but meat, coal, iron, and wood, and construction speed up. So you construct fast. Construction is faster, so it takes less time, and your cost of building is lower. So it's better to invest in Zinman your gems and lucky wheel in Gen 1 than speeding building, because you will get the same effect over time. Over time, you will get your building being built faster, but that will apply every time you build a building moving forward instead of just for that building now. If you need to spend, 20k gems to finish your Finesse 30, to get your T10 troop for first Sunfire Castle battle, that's okay, right? But I would not spend 100k gems. I would not spend 200k gems. I will spin the wheel and increase my VIP point, my VIP. And that's what you want to do. Then the next thing that people are wasting gems on are buffs, are bonuses. These, they're only good for whales. It's not like they are not good for you, but like the less stats you have, like if I get 20% health, if I have no health because I'm a free-to-play, I don't have a lot of research, I don't have a lot of hero gear, like 20% of little won't be much. So it does not worth to spend your gems on buff, right? I know you will want to buff at the beginning to go to Foundry with buff and stuff, it's not you making the difference. You are making the difference if you are not lagging behind in the game and you stay relevant with your troop level, with your VIP level, with your heroes power, and that you will lag behind a lot less if you don't waste troops on buff. So if you want to buff, I will never spend 20k gems on the big ones. Maybe you use 2k on the small lethality ones, and maybe you spend 2k on the small deployment ones, something like that. But I would not stress too much, and I would not basically spend gems on buff. The big thing for most people is teleport. And so many people, when they look at my bag, they are like, how are you doing it? How are you doing it? I never go below 50 teleports. I mean, I think I've been going there once or twice in the last year. And that, and I play Foundry every time. I fight a lot during SVS Battle Day, so I teleport a lot. I use 10 teleports during SVS Battle Day easily, because I'm birding people, so I'm moving around and I'm getting attacked by whales and I'm teleporting to not get hit. And so I'm burning a lot. And where I'm mindful of my teleport is on my state. I don't teleport if I don't need to. I'm really try to be smart. It's not the case anymore for me. But for example, if you are close to your alliance leader, let's say Ugurlu was the alliance leader, if I go back to my position, I could try to use alliance teleport, right? So and you can buy it somewhere, I'll show you in a minute, but that's close to your HQ, so that's not really good. But I'll try to use that teleport a lot more than this one, because if you go to the shop here, you will get some teleports discounted, and you see this one costs twice less than this one, basically. So, and you will want to buy teleports if you need teleports. I stopped buying them from the Alliance shop for many, many months now as well. But if you need teleports, first buy them with your Alliance token at minus 70%. So when they have the right thing. So this one costs 40k, I think. And always have a few of these, because if you are close to your Alliance leader, or if your Alliance leader is going to Sunfire Castle, then you can use one of these to get close to them, basically. So that could save you some teleports. And in Foundry, I mean, if you really like to fight, enjoy the game, but you will lag behind on your VIP point if you have to spend gems for teleport. If you ever spend gems for teleport, first of all, before buying them full price, go to VIP and buy 2 per week, cheaper. And you will get a lot of teleports by refreshing here. Basically, you refresh, it costs 100 gems. You get these, right? You remove these, and here you have a small chance to get teleports. So you might get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 teleports a week. It's really random. Sometimes I get 2, sometimes I get 10. Most of the time I get 3, 4, 5. But it's really random. So you will use resources to refresh, and you see you get VIP point discounted a bit. And you do that, and you have 5 times per day. And if you need teleports, I will suggest you use gem. You use 50 gems every day, and then 2 times 100. So for me, I go to the 50 gems to refresh. I stop when it costs 200. Because you are not guaranteed to get teleports, so but if you really need teleport, it's probably still cheaper to refresh at 200 than buying them at 4k, basically. 4k and 200, that's 20 refresh, so you won't be able to do 20 refresh at 200. It's gonna increase. Let's just look at it together. Let's see if I can get a teleport very quickly. So that's something you want to do absolutely every day. You'll get speed ups, see 5 minutes, some training speed ups. Then let's do one more and it should increase, right? And that's where, if I really need teleport, I will stop, because you don't really have often teleports. And it starts to be probably better to buy teleports yourself, right? See, I spent 500 gems, I refreshed a lot, and no teleports. I had a good chance to get some, but that's a very good. Using it when you should not, so on buildings and research, using it on teleports, and using it on buff. That's the 3 most mistakes I've seen. Then, do everything that allows you to get gems, basically. Is the game telling you how to get gems? But so many events will give it to you. Like if you look at, where do I see that? Oh, it was here, right? When you finish, you don't get gems here, okay. You get gems if you finish armament competition, officer project, king of icefield, all of chief. So you always want to finish the full event, right? You want, if it's a 30k point event, I want to do 38k, right? If it's a 38k point event. So I want to go there to get the free fire crystals, and you often want to get there as well to get the gems. So that's really important to complete this event, to keep progressing, because you spend a bit and you get something back. And often you get 20 to 50% of what you spend, depending a bit on the event. Sometimes and depending a bit how you complete, but it's more like 20-25% of what you spend often you get back on such events. So that's decent. So we'll want to get gems that way, and that's kind of how you do it. For us, we do today we have fortresses and strongholds, and we don't need to teleport. We have a peaceful state, so we just rally from base, so I don't need to teleport. If you are in a state that you need to teleport, then I might be going down, but they call that 3, 4, 5 teleports. If you do a few, see for example, we had one here, one here, one here, one here. What you can do though, and what often a lot better is, if you teleport here, you have to teleport back, right? So if you teleport to your to the fortresses or the stronghold, you will have to do one, and you will have to teleport back. So that's if you have to buy teleports. It's either 4k gems if you buy them from the Alliance shop with the discount, or it's 8k gems if you buy them without a discount, right? So if I look at the situation, let's say my rally leader is here. My rally leader teleported, because you need the rally leader to teleport if it's not safe. For example, in our state it's safe, so we don't need to teleport, but many states you have to teleport. So let's say the rally leader is here. To occupy it, okay, in that case it costs 2 minutes. So the rally leader will start a 5-minute rally or a 1-minute rally, but even if he does a 1-minute rally, I can speed my march to get in time with 2k gems or 1.6k gems. I will have to speed it up 3, 4, 5 times. Basically often. So instead of using one teleport and to get back to my city, I will speed 25% with gems, because that's a lot better than basically if you I'm doing simple stuff here, but basically if you speed things up, speed up. Let me click on it again. I have one, so that's okay, but that costs me 2k if it's gems, and that costs me 400. So if I click 2 times on 400, I'm speeding things up nearly as much as this one, right? Because that will be 25% plus not 25% of the previous number, but 25% of what's left. So that's a bit less than 50%, right? If you do 2 times 400 gems, 800 gems, it's a bit less than 50%, but it's less, it's nearly the same, and it's not as much gems. So that's how you want to join Fortress and Stronghold. You will want your rally leader to teleport, and you will want to basically speed things up with the buff, with the gems or with the buff you get from Alliance. So that's how you have to think about, really, if you care to increase your VIP points, you have to think about how you use your gems. And if you find yourself speeding up like crazy all the time, people do that in Foundry. They spend the hour speeding marches right and left. Like for me, I never see it win anything, to be honest with you. Like your main well, of course, your main spender, but at some point they might be short on gems, but as soon as your wells are VIP 12, they have far too much gems. If they keep spending at the well, they will have 100k, millions of gems. It's very, very common that after 3, 4, 5, 6 months, wells, they have far too many gems, they don't know what to do with them. So that's really it's gem management. If I did not mention something about gems in the video, you should probably not spend on it. So it's basically increasing your VIP, increasing your duration, getting the Lucky Wheel hero, and I have a video about how much shard you need per hero that will come when I'm on holiday. So I think I programmed it for the 19th, so I think it's Monday. So I'll talk a bit more about that thing about Lucky Wheel, where you need 4 stars, 4.2 or 4.3 stars, and how to spin all of that. So that will be, you will have more information on Monday, but I covered the basic here, and it should be clear if you're a bit used to Lucky Wheel. And it's just pouring your gems into VIP. So maybe the last thing I want to talk about is when to do it, right? when to do it. You want to do it when you get rewards for gems, for spending gems. There are very little events in the game when it's happening. The first one you will get is Alliance Mobilization, and you will have task, mission that you can, that are, I think it's 10k gems and 15k gems and 30k gems and whatever k gems. So you have to spend gems to complete the missions. That could be a good way to rank and to get some of the, because you will spend gems and stuff. Spending gems, there are two things I actually did not mention, but you should do still. Alliance Mobilization, you need to buy extra missions. So for me, I buy 6 extra missions, which mean 3 times 50 and 3 times 200. So that I do that every day, so that's a lot. If you want to spend less and rank not as high, then you buy the 3 missions at 50, and you don't buy, see the difference, right? With my farm, I'm buying the 3 missions at 50, and I just do 4 missions per day, which are this kind of mission. I just do 4 exclusive missions that are about training 120k troops, right? So that's all I do on my farm. Plus I do some extra mission. I have like gathering and killing polar terrors, but they don't really give points. So that's 14k points. I'm number 4 of the Alliance with just doing that every day. That's so simple, right? If you're on a newer set, it might be a bit more active. People might compete a bit more. That's what I do on my main. I buy 3 more missions per day, and I complete 2 or 3 missions like that from the regular missions, right? From these. So that's, I'm doing 6-7 missions with training 120k troop, which is easy for me because I'm Fire Crystal 8. It's a lot easier to do when you are Fire Crystal 6+. It's a lot easier to do that much. If you are Furnace 30, you're not gonna do that much without burning too many speed ups. So do less. For me, I'm burning maximum 3-4 hours of speed up per day to do that. Because I want that, right? I want the shard and the stuff. So you can spend gems here. You can spend in Alliance Showdown to refresh the trucks to get orange trucks, like SSR trucks. So that's worth it. That's totally worth the gems. And then the only other place you can spend gems is Arena. To get, so if you play at reset, it's easier for you to rank, but you might need to buy 4 or 5. I usually buy 3 or 4. And I'm trying to be top 50 because I don't play at reset, right? I go to bed 2-3 hours before reset often. So I'm trying to get in the top 50 or top 100 for the reward. If you play at reset, But you see, like, I'm basically buying 700 gems every day of extra attacks, and that allows me to stay here, right? If I would not, I will be here. So I still get some gems. But if I manage to be in the top 50, it costs me 200 to be in the top 50. So I get more rewards, plus I get that every day. So it's kind of, it's 200 gems every day that I'm not getting. Plus then at the end of the season, I'll get more gems as well. So it's basically kind of free, right? Yeah, staying in the top 50 for free, more or less. And of course, one way to get gems is polar terrors, but that but I think that's it, guys, about VIP. If I was a free-to-play low spender, I'll focus on reaching level 6 to get the extra march. So you can have basically 4, I don't have them, but you can have 4 to 5 marches gathering, and you can have 1 marches to do your intel mission and your auto-join. So that's really important. If you don't buy the pack for the 6 march, then you have 4 marches to gather, and then you have 1 march for auto-joining. That's what you do. If you have 6 march, you can have 2 march for auto join or doing your stuff, and or gather with one more march basically. So VIP 6, then VIP 7, so you unlock the SSR shards. Then then VIP 9. Oh, and I forgot the seasonal event, so you can spend in Showdown. Gems you can spend. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. You can spend in Alliance Mobilization, right? And you should buy some extra mission, at least 3. Then you can spend in Showdown to refresh trucks, and you get rewards for spending gems on Alliance Showdown. So if you really want to push Alliance Showdown for your to help your alliance on the days on the days that you want to push with your alliance, it could be a good idea to tell people, okay, let's get your VIP or 30 days VIP time from that day, or let's increase your VIP or something like that, because you will get points in Alliance Showdown every day. And then the other one you will get is seasonal events. Certain seasonal event, when you have a Hall of Chief kind of event, day 5, if I recall well, you can get gems. So day 5 is only I think it's only essence stones and gems. But basically in these events, you will get points on the Hall of Chief kind of event for spending gems, plus often you will get something extra. So it's a very good spot, and I often do spend my gems on seasonal event because I get some things on top of points in an event. I get some currencies or things to exchange. So seasonal events are for me the best. For that, I think and I believe that Frost Dragon Tyrant will be a good place to spend gems, but I did not check that for many months now, but we should have it next time. So as soon as we have it, I'll make a guide. So we should have it, in 3 weeks more or less from now, basically. If not, I don't think it will be after SV. I think it will be after the merger and transfer. So it might be, 3-4 weeks from now. But that will be these 4 events. So Alliance Championship, Alliance Showdown, seasonal events, certain kind of seasonal event with a Hall of Chief kind of event, plus Frost Dragon Tyrant. But Tyrant is Gen 7 and above, or Gen 6 and above. So yeah, you have time for most of you guys. So that's it for VIP. That's how we'll do it. VIP 12, is really a lot. I'm spending a lot of gems. I'm wise with my gems and my teleports and stuff. And I'm still missing 1.4 million. I'm still missing more. I have gems to make 400k, right? So I'm still missing 1 million, which is a bit less than a quarter. I'm missing 20% still of from VIP 1 to VIP 12. I'm missing 20% of the total. So that's not nothing. It's gonna take me 6 more months, 4 to 6 more months, depending a bit on event spending and stuff like that. So that's my take on VIP points, guys. That should be the strategy. Gem managements mistakes are common. Are teleports. People teleport far too much. They don't think. They just are emotional about doing this, doing that. You don't have to win. You don't have to do that to win. We're winning all our foundries, we're winning all our stuff. I'm actively participating, I'm highly ranking every time, and I just, like in Frostfire Mine, you get free teleports, in Foundry, you get free teleports. Sometimes it can wait a minute. There are a few matches where you have to give it all and you have to burn extra teleports. And, maybe one last word on teleports before I close the video, but like on Foundry and on Frostfire Mine, the first time you teleport, it's 1 teleport. The second time you teleport is 2 teleports. The third time you teleport is 3 or 4 teleports. So it's exponential. So the more you teleport, the more it costs. And that's where people burn most of them. So what I do myself is I use the free teleport as much as I can, and the game tells you at the bottom corner when the free teleport will come back. I try to optimize my strategy for free teleports. Plus, if I use 1 teleport and I need to use another one, the next teleport I'm using is gonna cost 2. I'm not gonna put myself with that teleport in a risky situation. I'm not gonna go close to a whale or fighting. I'm not gonna be very offensive. I'm gonna be defensive instead. I'm gonna teleport to something we are holding, and I'll send my marches everywhere. I'll take my time basically. So I'll send my marches out, and I'll be reinforced everywhere, and I'll wait 5-10 minutes for my teleport to come back. So when my free teleport is coming back, then the next one is 3, and the next one is reset. So the next one is 1 again, and the second one is 2 again. And you cycle like that through that, and you keep your teleports basically. And if one day we need to go crazy on Foundry, if one day we need to go crazy on SVS battle to defend on offense, I have what it takes in my bag to do that. I'm not gonna be burning my gems like crazy. I'm not gonna be hurting myself like crazy. And I have what it takes to fight, and I'm contributing to every event we fight. I'm not like the one that stays behind and keep my teleport and, not contribute. Like if you look at ranking in Foundry and stuff, I actively participate. So I learn how to play around teleporting smart, if that makes sense, right? And if I wanted to have fun, I could. And, I have a big margin. You don't have to have 60 like me or 50 like me. You just have to kind of, you use your brain and not only your emotion. I know it's a game, but Sometimes we are driven by our emotions, and we just go right and left and burn and teleport, and we don't realize like if we go close to that guy, he's gonna attack us, and we'll have to teleport again, and that's 3 teleports and stuff like that. So don't do these mistakes or learn from them. It's a lot more comfortable to have gems, to have resources. As you can see, I'm keeping my gem for a seasonal event. So when there is a seasonal event, I'm gonna increase my VIP a lot, because it does not matter. I'm not gonna get to VIP 12 anytime soon, so it does not matter when I spend them, right? So if I had this amount of gems and I could unlock VIP 9 or something, I would have spent the gems already in Alliance Mobilization, in Alliance Showdown. But because I can wait, then I'll wait the best time, and the best time is seasonal event, a good seasonal event. So it could be this month, it could be next month, it could be in 3 months from now. So I'll wait for that to happen. So that's all for today, guys. So tomorrow, live stream for Canyon. I'll publish it just after, so you know when it is. But our Canyon is, I'm not gonna do Bear. It's too far from Canyon. I might do Bear 2 then. I might do Canyon Bear 2 tomorrow. So we got the buffs. We do Bear with the buffs. So I might do that on stream then. And then I go on holiday on Sunday. So no stream for Foundry, no stream for Frostfire Mine and stuff like that next week. I have 3 recorded videos for next week, and if I can make a 4th, I will, but I'm not sure yet. But I'll try, guys. If not, you have 3 videos, and I'll come back on Monday, I think the 25th or 6th or something like that. Have an amazing day, amazing evening. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments. See you next time. Bye-bye.